Hi, so this is different, but at the same time very much the same. As you might know, I recently moved flats. I'm living in a new place with new people who hang on. Liam! So I'm living with Liam now.
Hey friend.
We've got like the coolest flat going, like no one beats our nightly Lego Lord of the Rings stud catching action sessions, yo. So as I was saying, new flatmates. Same old desk. You see, I'm one of those people that gets into a routine and likes to stick by it. If you break that routine or change a tiny part of that routine, all hell breaks loose. For example, if I was to turn around this bottle of time... Desk has changed. I just don't know what I'm doing. All hell breaks loose. This comfort zone I have, this whole area that is like this, looks like this because it's cool, and people are going to look at the stuff in the background and not look at me. Why am I talking to a machine? I guess everyone has their routines, and I find that at least with myself, I don't consider something to be a routine until something changes that forces me to change that routine. I then struggle with life and realise how much of a routine I was in, because if I had it really easy just doing things at the exact same time, like my morning routine. I'll wake up, play on my phone for a bit, get a shower, get dressed, walk down some stairs, walk down some more stairs, get a bus, go to work, end up at work the exact same time every day. Because it's a routine, it gets me in, it's how I know it works. I know that will get me into work at the right time, I know that's how I'm going to start my day. So what happens when I move flats? Well, my routine had to adapt, it had to change, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit like navigating a massive ocean. A bit like playing Wind Waker, but less fun, because it wasn't a game, and it was life, and it was also messing about with timings, and I'm one of those people that really likes to be like precise with timings. There's this massive paranoid panic that I'm gonna be late, but you know, we got there. Because after a while, that's what routines become. They become routines again. You get used to the change and it becomes a new routine, and you sort of just go on autopilot. I can now just wake up, shower, get down the stairs, go down the other flight of stairs, get a bus, get to work at the right time without thinking. And that for me is the scary thing about routines. The ability to go autopilot, to just do something without thinking, to get from point A to point B without a single thought, to the point where you get to point B and you're just thinking, hey, how did I get here? Last I remember, I was daydreaming about saving the world. No, seriously, how did I get here? I was seriously just downstairs cooking, and the next thing I know, I'm up here talking to a piece of... I'm frequently amazed at how often I'm able to daydream from point A to point B without a single thought as to where I'm going. It's like I have an amazing internal sat-nav that will allow me to go anywhere I like without a single thought. At least that's what I think until I have days like the first Friday of this month, where I went wandering around Notting Hill at lunchtime in the baking heat that England is feeling right now. Heat aside, I got lost. It was traumatic. When my friend Shauna and Tessa came to London ages ago, they bombarded me with texts saying lost in big city, and I remember thinking, how the hell can you get lost in this city where there are buses everywhere, tubes everywhere, and really big signposts telling you where to go, until I got lost in the big city, wandering around Notting Hill. It's pretty traumatic. Saw Johnny Depp having pizza though. It's pretty cool. So, I guess this has been my first video in the new flat. Kind of exciting, start of something new. I'm keen to hear about your routines in the comments below. Let me know what the craziest routine you've ever had is, or whether you've got any mad get from point A to point B without thinking stories. Have you ever daydream traveled somewhere mental? Let me know. Also throw a like on the video and subscribe, because hey, new flat, you get to see the new flat, because it's just, there's a bit of wood there, we can't go around that way. It's gonna be fun. I'll see you later. You ready to film some content?
We're not going to wait for Liam.
Imagine what their lives are like back at home. And then it was all smoky, and now it's smoky and I can barely speak.